What is going on, guys? Jack has got you back. Welcome. What could potentially be the first of many tier lists. It sort of depends what you want to see. But yeah, I'm going to try something completely different from streaming, but we'll see how this goes. So, without further ado, I present to you my ultimate... See what I did there? My ultimate tier list for Spider-Man games. So... Of course, there's going to be some games in here that I haven't actually played at all. Anything from like 1994 backwards, I haven't played at all. But yeah, this sort of list has, I think, if I'm not mistaken, like all Spider-Man games. Let me know if I've missed any. And of course, this is my opinion as well. So I would love to see your list down below in the comments as well. I'd love to see it. But yeah, without further ado, as you can see on the left-hand side here, I've got I think all my Spider-Man games. I think I've got the majority of the Spider-Man games that have come out over the past 40 years. So Spider-Man games started out in 1982 on the Atari 2600. Of course, I didn't play that one. So without further ado, let's just get that out of the way. Let's just get this out of the way. As you can see, wait, let me just bring it in. Bam! There it is, the Atari 2600 Spider-Man game. So, yeah, of course I haven't played this one. Let me just grab my shit. Just resize this one. And just put it there. Yeah, so I haven't played the Atari 2600 game. So in this game, you're basically, of course, Spider-Man. Who would have thought? And you sort of climb, I don't know, like a building's tower thing. And you have to try and, pick up random dudes in windows, try and evade the bombs. You have to try and go around the bombs so you don't fall. And then of course when you get to the top, there's Green Goblin that's going from side to side, and you have to try and avoid Green Goblin. You have to try and hit the big square on the top. It's amazing, no pun intended, but it is an amazing sort of first step for Spider-Man games. But it is what it is. Never played it, which I'd love to play it at one point. I think there's some emulators up there that you should play it. I mean, let's be honest. Yeah, so Spider-Man PS4. Let's get into the next game. Spider-Man PS4. Bring it in. Bam! There it is. Spider-Man PS4. So I have recently done this on stream. You can go check out all my streams for this game. They're on YouTube as well. Yeah, so Spider-Man PS4, phenomenal game. This came out 4 years ago. And the remaster is actually coming out... the remaster for PC is coming out in August this year. So yeah, this is a phenomenal game. Again, recently played it on stream as well. So it's phenomenal. It's fan-dabby-dozy fantastic. Let me just resize this and put this in the ultimate category. There's no S category here. We have the ultimate category. Let me just resize it a bit more because I think I have more games going into this tier list. Right, Spider-Man Maximum Carnage. So this came out on Super Nintendo, 1994. I do have actually intentions on playing this on stream at some point. Nobody knows about this, nobody knows. But yes, I have intentions of playing this on stream. So I'm going to put this in the not played category for now. I sort of played it. I sort of played a little bit just to get a feeling for the game and see if it actually works on my totally legitimate Super Nintendo. So we'll see in time when it does actually come out on the channel for streaming. So The Amazing Spider-Man and Captain America in Doctor Doom's Revenge. What the fuck is this game? What is this game? I've never seen this game, never heard of this game. I know it's on PC, and I think it's a text... Is it a text adventure game? It doesn't look like it, because I'm looking at the screenshots at the moment, and God knows, should I just save everybody's time and just put it in the not played category? I think I should just do that. Just put it in the no play category. Let's be fair. Let's be real. All right, bam. All right, so this one, Spider-Man the video game. I think this is the arcade game that came out, of course, in arcades. Who would have thought? Again, never really played this one, but I think you get to play as Hawkeye and Black Cat, Submariners in it as well, I think. Let me just pop this in the no bueno category. Bam. All right. So, Spider-Man 2 on the Game Boy. No, just no. I have no recollection of this game, never played it. So yeah, as you can clearly see at the moment, there's a lot of Spider-Man games that I haven't actually played. Let's see. Spider-Man, or The Amazing Spider-Man versus the Kingpin. So, yeah, never played it again. I think this came out on the Segas. I think it came out on the Segas. What's a Sega? I have no idea. But, yeah, without further ado, let's pop this into the not played category. So, if you actually want to see like the boss fights for Kingpin, like Spider-Man versus Kingpin, if I'm not mistaken, it's on JJ Retro's channel. JJ Retro, of course, a good buddy of mine, Mr. JT Blackout, is a good friend of mine who does like boss fights and such in games. I think he's put that out. I could be mistaken though. But actually, I need to make this. A little bit more compact because I have a little bit more games to go through into this tier list. But yes, of course, I'd love to hear your comments, your tier list in the comments below. I would love to see what you guys have played, what you haven't played. Yeah, so this is the Amazing Spider-Man on PC. That came out in 1990. Fucking God knows what that game is about. Again, guess where this is going? You probably guessed it. Right, just pop this in the category. Jesus crying out loud. As you can see, I haven't played a lot of Spider-Man games, but again, I wasn't born yet when these games came out. Alright, so Spider-Man, Super Nintendo. So this is based on the animated series. This came out in 1995. Good year. So I have played this one because on my totally legitimate Super Nintendo, I was doing boss fights in Spider-Man games for JJ Retro. And then, of course, I was playing this one, and I did not have a good time of it. I don't know what it is with Spider-Man on the Super Nintendo. It was weird. It was because Spider-Man looked like a stumpy little man. He had like little really short legs, and like he had like a really buff chest. It was really weird. So that's going to go in the C category. So of course I did play it. I did record the bosses for it, but I never actually uploaded the bosses because I was transitioning into other things. So we won't go further into that. Alright, so Spider-Man and the X-Men in Arcade's Revenge. Super Nintendo as well. So of course I was playing this one as well. And again, no bueno, didn't really sit well for me at all. I don't know what it is with like certain Super Nintendo like Spider-Man games. It just didn't click, and it was just not 100% great at all, which is a bummer because again I was playing these games for boss fights, and never really came to fruition at all. Right, what else do we have? Oh yeah, so Spider-Man Return of the Sinister Six. This came out on the Nintendo Entertainment System. I think this came out early 90s as well. Did I play this one? I don't think I did. So guess what category this is going into? Alright, let's see. Put this into, of course, the no bueno category. Alright. Just pop it in like this. So, as you can see, the not played category, there is quite a few. But who knows, this could all change. I could just find totally legitimate Super Nintendo, or yeah, totally legitimate Super Nintendo, consoles. I could also find totally legitimate Nintendo Entertainment System, also PC, also Atari. I could find these things. But yes, without further ado, let's continue. This game is phenomenal. This game is amazing. No pun intended, of course. But yeah, this game here, Spider-Man, Lethal Foes. This was a Super Famicom exclusive. Of course, the Super Famicom is the quote-unquote like Super Nintendo for the Japanese market. As you can see here, it's like Super Famicom, and a lot of Japanese writing there. But yes, this was like an exclusive to the Japanese market. And lo and behold, we actually managed to get like an English dubbed version of this game for the Super Nintendo. I played this game, and I actually got the bosses up for JJ Retro. I think I have this still, so I might play this on stream at one point. But this game is phenomenal. This game is absolutely incredible. Venom in this game says bastard a lot. He calls everybody a bastard. It's great. He calls like Carnage a bastard. He calls Spider-Man a bastard at some point. It's great. I think it's like based on the animated show in the 90s. It's based on that because there are certain character models and like certain characters from the animated show that's in this game, like I was about to say Sinister Smythe. St. John Smythe is in this game as a boss. So without further ado, this is going to go into the A category. This game has like a time limit as well, which of course is not great because you have to like get from point A to point B and as quickly as possible and fight the bosses to move on to the just trying to resize it so you can see it in all its glory. Then you have to try and like beat the boss and then, you know, rinse and repeat. The Doc Ock boss fight at the end, it's a little bit challenging. It's super hard, and then of course you got Carnage right after that. So that is, it's a grudge match. It's very, very hard in some cases. Right, so Spider-Man, Web of Fire. This apparently was on the Sega 32X. God knows what the 32X is. Thank you so much, phone, for going off and giving me notifications. But yes, without further ado, let's put this in the only category that that matters in this whole tier list. You know what? As I've never heard of it before, you get like a little section here. You get the section up there because I've never heard of you, and I don't think anybody's ever heard of you, Web of Fire. Right, so Spider-Man and Venom in Separation Anxiety. I did play this a little bit. I haven't completed this yet, but I remember having some good times with it back in the day. And again, it's going to be a streamed game at some point as well. So I will stream this as well. So I think actually what I might do is I might put Maximum Carnage up here as well. I've changed it, so I put it on I put it on the C tier. I put tier and C together. Yeah, so I might put it up there because I have played them, but not all the way through. But of course that will all change, and then of course this tier list might change in the future. But yeah, so without further ado, we can actually move things around. This is great. But yeah, like I said before, I'd love to see your tier lists. Of course, I'd love to see your tier lists. So yeah, I put Separation Anxiety and Maximum Carnage in the C tier because I have played them just to sort of get like a feel for them when I do them on stream on my totally legitimate Super Nintendo. I put them there. Of course, that could all change. They could go up to a B or an A, or it could go into the ultimate category. We shall see. But yes, I will definitely play those on stream at some point in the future, for sure. I'm in the Spider-Man hype at the moment. Right, Spider-Man 2000. So this game came out on PlayStation, and you know exactly where this is going. This sort of like revolutionized the Spider-Man gaming scene. It revolutionized what it is. And I did this on stream as well. Absolutely love this game, Spider-Man 2000. This game should get a remaster. If like, I don't know who has it? Insomniac. If Insomniac wants to do remasters, fantastic, great. By all means, do a remaster of Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 1 on PS1. Give us trophy support, and then we're laughing. I would 100% this game, get the platinum in a heartbeat. Love Spider-Man on the PS1. Right, the sequel, Spider-Man 2, Enter Electro on PlayStation. Again, did this on stream. It's not as good as the original. Again, I did this on stream, and there's one point in the stream where I spent way too long in one of the sections that involves a plane and a hangar, and you have to try and save the plane. I won't say anymore. You probably know it if you played this back in the day. But yeah, it's not my cup of tea. I mean, it's still good. It serves as like a worthy successor to the original, but like again, it's not great. in some cases. Let's be real. Right, this game, Spider-Man 2: The Sinister Six on Game Boy Color was my game of choice on every single road trip, friggin' flight in the plane and all that. It was great. This game is absolutely incredible. So it's basically like a side-scrolling Spider-Man game, and you have to fight the Sinister Six because they kidnap Aunt May. So you have to go and save her from the Sinister Six. I'm trying to remember the bosses, or who the last boss was, because I think it might have been Doc Ock. I think Doc Ock was the last boss in this. I don't know if you can tell because of the box art, but yeah, I think Doc Ock was the last boss. The first boss was Mysterio. The music in this game was absolutely amazing as well. But yeah, I don't actually remember the game all that well, so I'm going to put it in the A list, the A tier. I'm going to put it there because I remember bits and pieces of it, and I remember playing this game to death. And I still have it. I still have my Game Boy Color somewhere, and I still have the Game Boy games. It's going to go there. Yeah, it's worthy of an A. Yeah, it's worthy of an A. Right, so this game, Spider-Man Mysterio's Menace, this is on the Game Boy Advance. I didn't really have the Game Boy Advance at all. Actually, no, wait, I think I did have the Game Boy Advance SP. It's the one that is like a laptop, basically. It's like a folding Game Boy. I did have that, but I didn't have this game. I didn't have this game at all. So this is going in the only place that actually should matter in this category, or in this this video, and it's in this. I'm gonna pop you there. I'm gonna pop you there. Right, here we go. Now we're getting into the meat and potatoes of this video. Right, Spider-Man, the movie, the game that came out 2002. This was, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the first PS2 game I ever owned. This was a phenomenal game. Great game. What more can I say? I think when I did the stream for Spider-Man on PS4 not too long ago, when I got to Grand Central Station, I put the Raimi suit on, and then for a funny bit, I sort of put the subway theme in this game over it, so it's like I was playing that whole scene again, just trying to, make a bit and relive nostalgic goodness. But yeah, this game is absolutely incredible. If I can get some sort of the totally legitimate way of playing this game, I would for stream. Let's see. This game has, of course, its flaws. I wouldn't put it by this game. But yeah, this game has its flaws. This game, as soon as you get to the Oscorp section of being really sneaky and trying to bypass Oscorp security, that's when it goes completely downhill, and that's where I stop playing legitimately, if you know what I mean. Thank God for cheats and level select. My God, thank God for that. But yeah, as soon as you beat Green Goblin for the first time at the festival, from that point backwards, completely great. As soon as you get to Oscorp, being really stealthy, not good at all. I would I remember back in the day, I would level select just to go through the Oscorp levels, just to see do they get increasingly worse? Do they get completely batshit crazy where it's oh my God, you can't play this game at all? Yeah, it does. It gets really batshit crazy. There's one point where there's a big massive mech robot thing, and you have to disable some things. It's a shit show. But then when you get to the other Green Goblin fights, great, fantastic. Yeah. So without further ado, I'm going to put this in the A category. Yeah, that's kind of a worthy place where it should. Too small. Yeah, that's a worthy category. Let's just see if I'm still recording. Yeah, I'm still good. Right. So next one, Spider-Man 2. Need I see more? This is going in the ultimate category. Should I just not say anything about this game at all? Just say it's pizza time. yeah, Spider-Man 2 is great. It's an open world, bloody good time. It's amazing. It's phenomenal. It's spectacular. It's ultimate. It's amazing. It's great. It's superior. Let's be honest. It's great. Spider-Man 2, from start to finish, completely an amazing game. The music is great. The combat is great. The traversal is great. It's basically what Spider-Man 2000 did. Like 4 years later, it basically like revolutionized Spider-Man games and what they should be, like open world, you know, that sort of thing. It's great. Spider-Man 2, and also like the pizza time theme, chef's kiss, so good. Right, Ultimate Spider-Man. I did a stream on this as well, and this is this is great. I am still waiting for the sequel. Activision, Marvel, Insomniac, Beenox, I don't know, anybody else. I'm still waiting for the sequel. Just give us, like, I don't know, like Miles Morales in it or something. Just give us the sequel to Ultimate Spider-Man. We kind of got the sequel with Shattered Dimensions. We'll get to Shattered Dimensions in a minute. But yeah, like, it's Ultimate Spider-Man is top notch. Again, it basically took Spider-Man 2 and it just like catapulted it into the next dimension. It's great. It's cell shaded, like comic book style. The story follows very similarly to like the Venom story arc in the Ultimate Comics, and then it sort of like builds upon like that section in Venom's story. And then of course you get to play as both Spider-Man and Venom, and it's just great. Let's be honest. Yeah, like I said before, I did a stream on this. So if you want to go check out that stream, I do have like a playlist of all the Spider-Man streams I've done so far, and of course it'll be built upon in the future. So let me just pop you in here. Boom. So there we go. Let me just move that there. I don't have an OCD for spacing. I don't know what you mean. Right. So Spider-Man Battle for New York. No idea what this game is. I know this game is on the Nintendo DS. I do have the DS. I never played this game on the DS. God knows. I think this is a side-scrolling game as well. I think it's supposed to be based on the Ultimate universe, let's say, of Spider-Man. So I'm just going to put you here. I'm going to make you diddy small. Should I just put you there? Yeah, it should be fine. Actually, let me clear some space. And make sure like they're all in there. So as you can see, I haven't played a shit ton of Spider-Man games. I've played, I would say, the best. Let's be fair, like, because these like games down here, they're probably like really obscure, and but yeah, like, of course, again, I would love to hear your tiers in the comments below. Right, Spider-Man 3 on PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, PS2, Wii, PSP. Right, so this game, yeah, I mean, I've played this on PS2, and in 2007 I was sort of like transitioning into the PlayStation 3 at this point as well. So I did play the PS2 version of this game, and the PS2 version is very, very different to the PS3 version, or let's just say next-gen versions of this game. It has Morbius in it. It has Morbius in the PS2 version, so of course every time is Morbin time in Spider-Man 3 for PS2. This game on PS3, it wasn't that bad. It was okay. It sort of like, you know, tried to build upon what Spider-Man 2 was, trying to make the city a bit bigger and try and make it a bit more next-gen-y for, like, you know, 360 and PS3 and all that. I didn't mind it all that much. It was okay. There was like quick time events aplenty in this game. It wasn't that bad. I mean, it was okay. At some point I need to stream this game as well. That's definitely on my list for recent streams that I need to do. or streams I need to do in the near future, for sure. So that's going to go into the B category. It's okay. It's not bad. It's like above average, let's say. So that's the first B game, for sure. Right, this game. Spider-Man, Friend or Foe, Platinum Family Hit, 2007 Editor's Choice, Children's Technology Review. Yeah, so this game, I played this totally legitimately on the PS2. For bosses, again, for JJ Retro when I did the bosses for this. It was okay. It basically is Spider-Man and you have like your co-op partner. It could be like any of the villains. You got like Black Cat as well. You got Prowler as well, I think. And then the villains. So this, it was a weird game because as you can see, it's kind of like based on the Raimi trilogy. It was weird. And it wasn't open world at all. It was like, you know, you're set in like these different levels and you have to go from point A to point B, fight the boss, rinse and repeat. Job done. I did this for bosses again, and again, if I can find a totally legitimate way of streaming it, because recording it, fine. Like recording games is fine, but if I can find a totally legitimate way of streaming it, so I can have you guys in the chat with me, experiencing the game together, that'd be great. So yeah, that's going to go into the B category. It's very forgettable. I mean, it's average. It's fine. It's whatever. But yeah, now we get onto the good stuff. Spider-Man: Web of Shadows. Again, did this on stream as well, and this game is now 14 years old. Yes, it came out 2008. This game. This game was actually pretty sick. This game was pretty sick. Again, you play Spider-Man. Who'd have thought? And you either get to choose good side or bad side choices depending on like how you want to play. You can freely choose between black suit and red suit on the fly, like clicking in the left stick, and it's a bloody good time. It's amazing, this game. When I was a kid, I actually did like comic books, like my own comic books back in the day, and I sort of created a comic book that's based on Web of Shadows, and it was like 7 parts. It was great. I had a blast making that comic book. Should probably find that and dig it out somewhere. It's probably around here somewhere. We find it. Yeah, what a game though. It's the ultimate tier list. It's in the ultimate category. It's definitely underrated. That Spider-Man game is hugely underrated. It's amazing, that game. Right. So, Shattered Dimensions, phenomenal, brilliant, 10 out of 10. Beenox for like their first run of Spider-Man games, chef's kiss, amazing. So yeah, this game you get to control 4 Spider-Man. 2099, amazing, noir, and ultimate. So they are all voiced by previous Spider-Man voice actors as well. So 2099 was a voice actor that played Spider-Man in the 80s cartoon, like Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. Amazing Spider-Man, the God himself, Neil Patrick Harris. He played Spider-Man in the new animated series in 2003, I think it was. It should get a season 2, let's be honest. Right, so Noir was voiced by Christopher Daniel Barnes, or not, I think his name is Christopher Daniel Barnes. He voiced Spider-Man in the God tier Spider-Man animated series in the 90s. And then Ultimate was Josh Keaton. He's still doing stuff for Spider-Man. He voiced Spectacular Spider-Man in 2008, I think it was. And also he voiced Electro in Spider-Man PS4. So he voiced him as well. This game was sick. This is kind of like the worthy successor to Ultimate Spider-Man as well, like the Ultimate section in this game. It's like the worthy successor. It kind of makes me want to get like a full game of this, of like Ultimate. Yeah, it makes me want to have like a full game of just 2099, of Noir alone, of Ultimate alone. You know, it'll be sick. So without further ado, let me put this in the only tier that matters. Oh my god, please. Come on. I know you want it. Boom. Yeah, that's the only place it should like count. I mean, I wish there was another category like called just God tier, don't touch me category, but you know, Ultimate, that's where it stays. Fucking fight me. Right, Edge of Time. So again, I need to play this on stream as well. This is on my to-do list for streams that are coming out for recent games that I need to do. Edge of Time, Spider-Man Edge of Time wasn't that bad. It was okay. It was Beenox's second run into Spider-Man games, and I only recently picked this up as well. I didn't get this on release. In this game, there's only two Spider-Man. It's Amazing and Spider-Man 2099. Again, voiced by previous Spider-Man actors. So in this case, the Amazing Spider-Man is voiced by Josh Keaton, and then 2099 is voiced by Christopher Daniel Barnes. So they kind of reversed their roles a bit. This game wasn't that bad. The devs were kind of naughty in a sense, because they said like, oh, you know, your choices matter in which timeline you play. Kinda. So they're scripted, like they're scripted scenes like Spider-Man 2099. Oh no, sorry. So Amazing Spider-Man will like destroy like a gas canister in his universe, and then like you will swap to 2099, and in that same room, like there'll be like gas everywhere. So then you have to try your best as Amazing to try and like web up the gas so it's not gassy anymore in 2099. So yeah, kind of like your choices matter, but not really because they're scripted. But I still had a good time. There was Val Kilmer was in it. Val Kilmer was in this game. He was the big corpo baddie for Alchemex. He was in it. And then Anti-Venom was in it. But Anti-Venom is kind of a sick sort of like villain, hero, anti-hero type of deal. He wasn't actually that bad as a villain. He was okay. So I think, oh god, this game is a bit tricky to find a place for. I don't know, because I kind of enjoyed it, but again, it was, you know, it was okay. I think I might put it in the A category. I think that's a worthy place for that one. It's either A or B, you know, for this game. It's either A or B for that one. Right. The Amazing Spider-Man. Xbox 360. 2012 this came out. This came out 10 years ago. Oh my god. Oh my god. Don't tell me. Just don't tell me how long this game has been that this game came out. This is crazy. The Amazing Spider-Man. This was like Beenox's attempt of doing like an open world Spider-Man game, and of course it was based on the Amazing. Well, I say based on the Amazing Spider-Man movie. It was kind of like following the events, let's say, after the movie. So the film was based on cross-genetic mutation with like animals. So like lizards, of course, cross-genetic, Spider-Man cross-genetic. So in the game for this, you fight cross-genetic versions of classic villains. So there's Rhino, Scorpion, Venom, no, not Venom, Vermin, sorry. Oh yeah, then you fight like the Spider Slayers, because St. John Smythe was in this, and he had his Spider Slayers. So you fought Spider Slayers as well. It wasn't that bad. It was okay. I think I remember getting the full 1000 for this game as well on 360. It was okay. It was alright. I'm going to put this in the A category because I remember actually enjoying this game. And then the collectibles in this game was like comic books, and if you collected like a certain amount of like comic books, you would get like a classic comic book that actually existed from Spider-Man's past and all that. Because this was like his 50th anniversary when this game came out. It was like the 50th anniversary, so they wanted to go all out with collectibles and the alternative costumes as well. They were really cool as well. You could get like the black suit version of like the Amazing Spider-Man suit if you were to 100% everything. It was a good time. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was okay. I don't have that game anymore though. I'm looking at my game list up here. I don't have it anymore. Let's see. Right. we're coming to like the final 2 games. So, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, the game. Oh my god. It wasn't that great, let's be fair. It was okay. It was average, let's say. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that bad. It was forgetful in places. I think Kingpin was in it at some point. Don't even, talk to me about the Green Goblin that was in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Electro was okay. But yeah, don't even talk to me about Green Goblin in the movie, and also the game. Don't even talk to me about it. This game sort of introduced as well like a morality meter as well. So if you did good things, you'd be a hero. But if you did bad things, and if you skipped like doing like some random events in the city, you become a menace, and then you'd have like some weird security thing coming after you and all that. It was not great. And then of course, like the random events would always pop up, and they would always be like on a timer. So like they would be flashing red when they're about to like disappear, and you can't do it anymore. Yeah, it's just. Ugh. It's not great. Let's be real. Let's be funny. Let's be real. Let's be funny and real. You know what? I'm going to put you in the C category. You're with the Super Nintendo games. That's how I feel about you, Amazing Spider-Man 2. Alright, one more game. Let's go! So, Spider-Man, Miles Morales. Absolutely phenomenal game. Crazy, insanely good. Where is it? Wait. Because I have this game like ready for streaming. This game, right here. This game is absolutely phenomenal. This game is crazy good. It of course follows the events after Spider-Man PS4, where Miles Morales, surprise, gets bitten by a spider like towards the end of the game. For that one, for Spider-Man PS4, he gets bit by by a radioactive spider at the end of that game, and in the DLC for Spider-Man PS4, Miles is wanting to do training. He jumps off like bridges and all that. And then, like in the third and final DLC for Spider-Man, like the post-credit scene, Peter is with Miles on top of the Chrysler building, and they're about to like jump off. And like that's the start of that's the official start of Miles' training to becoming Spider-Man. Then in this game, you control Miles Morales. So Spider-Man Peter, I should say, goes on holiday with MJ. So of course, New York needs a Spider-Man, and who better than actually Miles to take the helm of Spider-Man? Crazy good. They built upon the traversal, the combat, the story in the original PS4 game. And they pretty much knocked it out of the park for this game. It's crazy good. And it sort of makes me like hyped and anticipation for like what Spider-Man 2 on PS5, and I'm assuming PC. If it's on PC, great, because I'm not one of the 15 people that own a PS5, unfortunately. So if it's on PC, because I know Spider-Man PS4 is coming to PC in August, so if it's coming out on PC, Spider-Man 2, I would love to be able to stream it and play it. When it comes out next year. So there's the only place that this game should be on. Yeah, there's the only tier. Let me just keep resizing it. This should go in the C category. No, this is going into the whoops. This is going into the ultimate category. Need I say more? Yeah, so I think that pretty much covers it. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. There are 30 Spider-Man games here. 30 Spider-Man games. Whoops, get rid of that URL there. Yeah, that is my ultimate tier list for Spider-Man games. So these are like Spider-Man focused games. Of course, I didn't put Marvel Ultimate Alliance in here, and like any other game that featured Spider-Man. This is purely based on Spider-Man. in the 40 years that Spider-Man has been in the gaming scene. My God, I can't believe it's been 40 years. That's crazy. And then, of course, Spider-Man's 60th anniversary is this year as well. So what better time to do a ultimate tier list than now for Spider-Man? But yeah, that is my tier list. Again, my opinions, and you may have played some of the games that are in the not played list. In the not played tier. Do let me know in the comment section below your tiers as well. I'd love to hear your games, your opinions, your memories in some of these games. But yeah, that is my ultimate Spider-Man tier list. Yeah, pretty sick list, I must say. Like, I think I did play far less than I thought. Oh no, I did play far more than I thought. Let's be real. Like those games on the not played list. Like the majority of those games, I wasn't even born yet. I think there's only like 2 games in that list, like the Game Boy Advance and the DS version of Battle for New York. Those are the only games that I was born for, and like the others, I wasn't born at all. But yeah, there are certain games on this list as well. Like I will totally do streams on, like the Separation Anxiety, Maximum Carnage games. If I can do them in like one stream, I would. But yeah, that's my ultimate list. Lethal Foes, if I can do that as well, that'd be great. The movie games I would love to do on stream as well. Edge of Time I need to do as well. But yeah, that's where I'm gonna have to cut it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you all so much for still being here. Let me just see how long this video has actually gone for. About 40 minutes, yeah, that sounds about right, 40 minutes. But yeah, I mean, what can I say though? This is the ultimate tier list. I would again love to hear your comments in the comment section below. And yeah, that's gonna have to cut it for me. Thank you all so much again for stopping by. If you liked what you've seen, go ahead and subscribe for more, potentially more tier lists, my opinions, whatevers, and also more streams as well. Also leave a like, and also ring that bell to stay notified when I go live for streaming or when I do post some more videos. And as always, I'll see you guys in my next video. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, stay safe, bye bye, peace out.